Hi, welcome back to Ace. Starring Dirk.
I'm just grabbing the walkthrough in case we need it. Probably won't, because we're kind of at the end of the investigation day one. I might have read that line.
Maybe.
Now that we have the orb, on to the next problem. Getting out of here.
That was actually kind of a perfect line. That kind of just summarized everything that happened in the last session.
Yeah, honestly.
Did we meet the politician in the last one?
Yes. Well, yes, I think so.
Was that meeting him or just like he cameoed?
I think he was. I mean, I don't know the difference. You met him.
Yeah, well, it's the difference of like, did we see him or did we meet him?
Are you good?
It's like, did we meet him for the first time or did we simply happen to see him the second time?
We met him for the first time.
Okay, just making sure. Because I know that the beginning of the session was also very Pearly focused. Because she's very good at drawing. We're not going back the way we came anyway, that's for sure. Give me a boost. The hole we fell through is way too high to climb back up.
Actually, I have an idea. That lake water tastes salty, which means it must connect to the ocean.
Wait a second. You're not suggesting we swim our way out of here.
That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
We have no idea how deep the lake goes. It's pitch dark down there.
Not a problem.
How is that not a problem? I mean, how do you even know if there's really a passage to the ocean?
Well, one of us has to try, and I'm the better swimmer. That time's a wasted, and I'll be back before you know it, son.
I'm never seeing my father again, am I?
Nope.
Wow, this is just like my childhood. Dirk!
Oh, I'm already dead.
Mia's next to him, like, ha! He's gone. I sure hope he knows what he's doing. May 16th. Mount Mitima. Karani's ruins. This would be like a great place if you wanted to have like a horror/haunting happen. It's been 20 minutes. I hope he's okay. What's going on? Being attacked by the swamp monster? Uh-oh.
That's exactly it, son.
The water. It's rising, and fast! Ah! Eat air. I don't know how to swim. If I don't grab onto something that floats. Quick, what is something that floats? Dora the Explorer. This is bad. I better think of something quick.
Unlike DR, they don't time you here.
I got it. It's like Zelda. This should be able to stay afloat. The fuck? Hey, maybe I could use this like an oxygen tank. Wait, what am I thinking? I need to stay calm and be more rational about this. Can I, like, use it now?
No.
Oh, well, at least I can float. So. Is the hole good? Yep.
You really don't want to examine. There you go.
Who's trying? Puzzle box is still at the base of the altar. Must have been designed to stay put even at high tide. Wait, that's it. Dr. Buff must have gotten in here from some oceanside entrance at low tide. That's why his footprints were leading out of the lake. So it really does connect to the ocean. Not that that helps. I drowned before I made it out. This is not good. Water's almost up to the top of the altar. Won't be long before it reaches the roof of the cave. I know you can't swim, Apollo, but you can, like, paddle. Just hold on to the log and kick. Get to the hole. It's no use. The hole's too high up. I have to find another way and quick before I drown. The water won't stop rising. I'm getting swept away. Ah, please stop. Well, now you can make it to the hole.
Yeah.
God, it's just high enough for me to reach the hole. I'm saved. All I have to do is go back the way we came. One might even lift me all the way back up over the wall of rock. Here goes. Huh? The hole, it's full of rubble. The tunnel's collapsing. Must have filled it in after we fell through it. Ah, this can't be happening. So this is definitely someone's major phobia. Drowning in a cave. Oh, I can't give up now. I refuse to die here. The water, I can't. I can't. I can't breathe. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, he's dead.
Is this the end? This is the end. I'm the leader. I'll say when it's the end. It's the end. Dirk, I wonder if he made it out. So this is what it feels like to drown. I would have eaten that sushi if I'd known it would be my last meal. I feel like I've been through this before. Now I remember. It was back when all three of us were living in that shack in the mountains. Yuta and I were playing by the riverside when we got swept up in the rapids. Ah!
Ah!
I scream better than you do. I thought we were goners, but then...
Ida, Apollo. Hold on, I'm coming.
Sploosh.
Bah! Ah! Oh, that was a close one. Thought I'd lost you two.
I'm sorry, Dirk.
Alright, that's enough now. Didn't I teach you that boys don't cry? See, I'm actually an asshole, apparently. Thank you, Father.
We'll forgive you just this once because you did save our lives, I guess, but you should get rid of that.
Yeah, that's actually toxic masculinity, Dad.
Look. Why the fuck do you kids know what toxic masculinity is? You live in the middle of the
Because
village in the
you
middle of nowhere.
You could have been killed, but you risked your life to save us. Why? What a silly question.
I don't think an 8-year-old would ever ask that.
This is kind of like those things where people on Twitter say that, like, oh, my 8-year-old asked me about why America let Trump happen. No, your 8-year-old did not ask you about that shit. Your 8-year-old was asking you for a crayon. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Ida, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me. Understand?
Ada, Apollo, don't forget to call me when you need me. Dad, stop pretending to be Master Chief.
Turn left.
And then, eyes up. Hey, Dirk. This isn't forever, right? They'll bring me back from America someday, right?
Of course. I'll come pick you up as soon as things settle down here. Promise.
Okay, you promised. Dirk, I waited and waited for the day you'd come and take me home. But you never came. That's why I tried to forget about you. My life back in Korea. Dirk, why? Why didn't you?
Apollo. Apollo, can you hear me?
Derek?
Still can't swim, eh?
You came back. Why?
I left a box here. I said I'd come for you, didn't I?
Yeah, but you can't help me and swim. We're both going to.
Stop talking. And bite your tongue.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're being pulled under. What's going on? Why is this happening? May 16th. Unknown.
You're finally awake. I mean, you finally came to, son.
So you're trying to cross the border?
Get your fill of seawater? Good thing your name's not Neptune, huh? I don't get it.
Derek. You're telling me? Check it out, stats coming out from his nose.
What a miraculous escape. Not even some of the escape artist greats could pull that off.
What? What has happened?
Sorry it took me so long, son. I made it to the ocean, but I figured you still couldn't swim. So I found a local fisherman and had him take us out near the undersea cavern. He tied a rope to me and I came and grabbed you. Then he yanked me back.
Oh, so that's what pulled us under with such force.
Don't forget about me. I assisted in your escape act too, Polly.
I've helped compatriots escape from all sorts of places. Mountain jails, island prisons. But an undersea cavern, now that was a first.
Derek, he risked his life for me. Derek, I'm only alive because of you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I, just did what any father would do for his son.
Well, that's a first. He saved my life yet again.
I guess
Because Pa didn't have any sushi.
seawater doesn't make for much of a meal. Sorry, I just had to take a dramatic pause.
It's 'cause Polly didn't have any sushi.
Oh yeah, I haven't eaten anything since this morning. Oh, that's right. Hey, Jay. Dirk had me buy this for you.
Thought you might be hungry. Ready to have some this time around?
Yeah. Thanks. Chomp nom nom nom. Oh wow, this is delicious. That's exactly what I want to do after I fucking almost drown on seawater twice. Eat some sushi.
Glad you approve. You're just having a full fisherman's meal diet today, you know? I'd better get some before you eat them all.
I've, like, drank more seawater than those shrimp have drank in their entire lives. Just like good old times. Could I please have some, like, actual water? I have literally drank my weight in salt.
No, son, but we do have Coke Zero.
Oh, good. Diet Coke Zero, even. Dirk used
Give
to
me the
slice it.
seawater, honestly.
Dirk used to slice on the fish he caught, and we'd all eat fresh sashimi together. He used to talk about all the vitamins and minerals packed in the raw fish. You literally have an animation for him eating, and you're just having him chomp. Hey, by the way, let me see the orb, AJ. Here you go. Whoa, so that's what it looks like.
Yeah, go for it. Which ones do you want? This one. You found the legendary treasure. Nice work, Polly.
Thanks. Guess you could say mission accomplished.
With the orb, our revolution can take a big step forward. Let's celebrate the eve of our revolution. We'll all get dressed up and feast till dawn.
Yeah, now you're talking. Time to party. After all that, I just want to go to bed. Sure wish Nahuda was here. Maybe one day we'll enjoy times like these together again. When he stops shitting his pants and stops being an asshole. Ah, the revolution. If we can bring back those happy days, you can sign me up for...
Oh. Sorry to interrupt your little party, but I'm here for my crystals.
Right, left, halt! Ah, it's, him again.
Well done, Zenekan. I always knew you could do it. After all, we politicians must be excellent judges of character. Still, I'm impressed you both made it out of there alive.
What? Wait a second. You're the one who shoved us into that pit?
It sounds so bad when you say it like that. All I did was give you a little nudge in the right direction. So, it was you who attempted murder and just admitted it.
Ah ha 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 ha.
You no good son of a... Don't look at me like that. The crystal of Amifei is mine. Now hand it over. Over my dead body. The detective, help.
It's
Did you
up,
think
Emma.
it'd be Gumshoe? Yeah, I know.
Emma, what's going on here?
He filed a police report. He claims you're trying to steal his family heirloom. That's him, the one with the long hair. Arrest him in this instant. He's the thief who made off with the Addison family's most precious heirloom. Well, I suppose I should ask you to come in for questioning. Down at the police station? I think I'll pass. After all, Mr. Addison seems bent on having me arrested on theft charges.
This is not good. Dirk gets arrested, he'll be sent back to Korean to face execution.
Sorry, but now that I know you have the crystal, or orb as you call it, I must insist. Will you please come with me, sir?
Hold it!
Emma, I'm afraid I can't let you take Dirk in. He received the orb from Dr. Buff in a perfectly legal transaction.
Is that so? Can you prove it?
Yeah, of course we can prove it. This should sufficiently prove that the orb now belongs to Dirk. It's the, it's been a little while. It's the not the research, no, the transfer agreement.
Okay, cool transfer agreement. Now Paul Addison, what's your source? My source is I made it the fuck up.
Take a look at this agreement, with no names listed on it.
What do we have here? Let's see. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. It appears to be a perfectly legal agreement.
Perfectly
Signed
legal
it.
threat. Good job.
Not so fast. That's not the Founder's Orb. It's the Crystal of Amifei, which means their agreement is null and void. This is going nowhere fast.
You could say that again. Maybe you should come in for questioning. Phoenix, I guess? Then they'll just have to go to trial. Right, Apollo? Oh yeah, it's Phoenix. Mr. Wright!
Daddy!
What's with you two? You look like you just saw a ghost. Oh yeah. Emma mentioned she'd seen him around. What are you doing in Korean Village, Mr. Wright? Mr. Addison.
Yeah, he adopted her a while ago.
Wait, you're his lawyer? I hate him. But I need the money.
Listen,
he gave me
listen,
30
Apollo.
bucks, Apollo.
Did you
30
hear
bucks.
did you hear me tell you that story about this Matt Engard guy? Yeah.
Nah, Phoenix has never defended a criminal before. What are you talking about? We got him a not guilty for... Actually, no, we got him a guilty verdict. Ah, shoot. Mr. Wright, why are you serving as Mr. Addison's lawyer? Because he hired me. He needed my help in getting a family heirloom back from Dr. Buff. And it seems he correctly foresaw that something like this might happen.
It's because those shifty insurgents were harassing poor Dr. Buff, so I knew I might need a lawyer if things went south. I figured with a celebrated lawyer like Phoenix Wright, I couldn't go wrong.
Now I see why this chapter's gonna be fucking stupid, isn't it? This entire first trial is not even a murder case. It's just to get the freaking orb. I guess there is a murder attached to it. Is that what you came back from Korean for?
I mean, 3-2, I think, was about like a theft, right?
Yeah,
So
that
it's
turned
not-
into...
Yeah, it did turn into a murder.
So there is precedent for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just good timing. My work over there just happened to wrap up, so here I am. Plus, Mr. Addison is, what? Mr. Addison is a very important client. What? They know each other? But I've never even heard Mr. Wright mention his name before. I just realized something, Nick.
Yeah.
I've already seen everything around here. Look, I have an attorney badge. I think you have more pressing things to ask me about. Yeah, better ask what I can. That is like the most hypocritical line ever, though.
Yes, it is.
Mr. Wright, are you sure that this is Mr. Addison's family heirloom? That's my client's assertion. He says it's the crystal of Ami Faye. Apparently, it's the crystal she once used when channeling spirits. Who's Ami Faye? Well, she brought Kurani's channeling to Japan, and her descendants brought it here. Here, in Japanifornia.
Yeah.
Her true origins are still rather murky. But what's clear is that she's the founder of the Korean channeling technique. Oh, so she's like the one that called the founder in Korean, the Holy Mother. Apollo, I don't plan to betray my client's confidence. You may not know all the facts yet, but I do know we won't be handing over the crystal over to you. What are you saying? I'm really sorry it's come to this, but... Mr. Wright, I don't understand. Let me spell it out for you then. If you continue to claim that the crystal belongs to your client, then I will be seeing you in court. Well, this will be the easiest court case of my life. Alright, Apollo, listen, you little shithead. The judge takes one look at the both of us and is like, oh, great. I guess nobody's gonna have anything prepared.
Yeah.
What?
What's gotten into you, Daddy?
Nothing. Strictly business.
Two lawyers from the same firm facing off. What are the odds?
Can I request a lawyerly, like, change? Because this is kind of bullshit.
No.
Doesn't Addison not want this? Literally, they're in the same fucking office together.
No.
He doesn't think there's going to be any collusion?
I don't think that Phoenix Wright has ever done anything that is not to his client's favor.
This is out of this. This is like the most kangaroo court this fucking game has shown yet.
No, this is fine. Lucky for me, I believe I have the right man for the job. Do you get it? Whatever are you going to do? Remember, he is your boss.
How did it come to this? Wait, why do I care? He pays me like $2 an hour. Fuck him. Mr. Wright, please, don't do this. Apollo, there's no point in arguing about it here. When it's now clear we're headed to court. That's where we'll find out where the crystal really belongs to. I don't believe it. Am I really gonna have to face Mr. Wright in court?
Daddy, Apollo, no, we can't have our agency's talent competing against each other.
It's too late, Trucy. The die has been cast. We each have to fight for our client's best interests.
But can you just, like, you know, do a fucking, what's it called? Do some shit that would get you held in contempt of court and get your badge removed again? Can you just do that?
Oh, yeah, sure, I'll present fake evidence again. So it's gonna be Apollo, we're gonna have to take them to trial.
Here, I will once more give you fake evidence, remember? That was me who did that.
At the battle, Mr. Wright in court. The legendary Phoenix Wright. What a crock of shit. No matter how many trials of his I've watched, no matter how dire the situation, he's always done something.
You're really good at that. Can you go into settings and turn off, like...
It's because, again, I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm hitting B instead of A.
I
Just put out a win in the end. It's because they're switched on this controller as opposed to everything else. Like for Danganronpa, this would be the A button, but for me it's the B button. Here.
Okay.
I owe it to Dirk to at least try. What should I do? Throw in the towel. Battle Mr. Wright.
What's funny is this is one where you can actually just choose either choice. So I don't know what it says if you just click throw in the towel.
There's no turning back now. If it's a trial you want, Mr. Wright, I'm more than happy to oblige. I'm ready to fight for my client, even if it means facing off against you. That's the face of a man who was a main character in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah,
he was epic.
so true. Yeah.
He was fucking awful. He was an awful character. He was terrible.
Should put him in Smash.
One wasn't enough, so we had to get a second one.
Yep.
Alright. I won't be pulling any punches either, Apollo. Stop pretending to be epic. You're not. The kid gloves are officially off. May the best attorney win. You got it.
You know, in his head, that dot spam, like, if this game was from his perspective, that's him, like, in his inner monologue being like, oh shit, I thought Apollo would back down. Fuck.
Shit, fuck. And Apollo's just like, fuck, shit, he didn't back down, fuck, shit.
Yeah.
Juicy's just watching the two of them melt down.
It's like Spy Family. She can hear
Daddy's a really big liar. Well, first...
Whoa, first Daddy, now you. Polly, you're not seriously...
Sorry, Trucy. But I have to do this. It's what a man would do. Oh, God. You swallowed a lot more seawater than we thought.
Oh, did you listen to all the Kaito dialogue and G3, Apollo?
Kaito's not that bad. Typically, when he's like that, he's like talking about himself. So if he wants to hold himself to that standards, it's weird, but it's like whatever.
There are a lot of times where he tells Shuichi to man
it's
up.
specific.
It's not.
Yes.
It's like of the bad things in Danganronpa, it is so small. It is not that big a deal. But
I can tell that he's not trying to be toxic about it. He's just trying to build up Shuichi's confidence a little. Like you can tell that there's like decent intent. He's not exactly perfect about it, which I'm fine with. I don't think like characters should be the perfect, always going to give the perfect advice.
yeah, I mean, also like I would rather like if I have my choice between talking to someone who's like, you know, very like, if I had the choice to talk to someone who's like passively a little like transphobic or something, but they like use the correct language, versus some like southern hick who's like who's using slurs because they don't know any better, but they fully support trans people. I would rather talk to the southern hick. You know what I mean?
Apollo. Alright then, I better go prepare for tomorrow. See you in court.
Daddy, no, wait! A fine mess I've gotten you into, son. I mean, of all the lawyers we could have faced, it had to be him. He's practically a celebrity in Korean now, calling him the Fighting Phoenix.
It'll be fine. After all, I've come a long way too. Who knows, I could even end up winning. There's always a chance, right?
You know, this may be a blessing in disguise. If the trial proves what we found is indeed the Founder's Orb, then whoever asked Dr. Buff to study it may be revealed too.
It's totally not going to be either, is it? It's not going to be the Founder's Orb, and it's not going to be the Amefe Orb. It's going to be something stupid.
Turns
it's like
out
the Fire Emblem.
it was Kaito's Jo crystal. Who could have thought?
It's been charging up
what
seawater.
The fuck? This is what I do! I get in voice of my friend and I talk about Jo crystals.
This is our chance to finally pull them out of the shadows.
This is our chance to finally pull them out of the shadows.
The first step of your revolution, huh?
Wait, what, Allie? Oh, did you charge your crystal with Jaden, Ross?
When?
Allie wanted me to ask you this.
In the hotel room?
In the hotel room? She nodded.
No, I went to fuck the bed because I passed out.
No, he went to fuck the bed because he passed out. We did? Did you hear her?
No, I missed that.
She said that we charged our crystals with Zooper, and I said we did.
I mean, what? What do you mean? It was super. Anyway, yeah, the revolution.
To restore Korea to its former glory. It saved Aida's soul. Remember all that?
I swear I'll fight as hard as I can in court to make that a reality. We're gonna win this one, you'll see.
I know you can do it, son.
So, am I the prosecutor or is he the prosecutor?
It's just a civil case. I don't fucking know.
It doesn't matter that I'll be going up against Mr. Wright. I guess Mr. Wright is the prosecutor, technically. Because he's the one laying the claim with the... I have to win this for Dirk. And for Neuda. His salvation, along with all of Karain, depends on it.
To be continued.
Is this the first time he's, like, actually done a civil case? Because, like, again, 3-2 had... Oop, wrong button. Well, I could just save here, it's fine.
I need you to know that I've, like, pushed the wrong button in this game when I played it maybe one time.
Yep. It's purely because of the buttons, which...
Just so you know, I'm not gonna take sides. I'm a centrist.
Message received loud and clear.
I think both sides are the same. I believe in horseshoe theory. Good, because I don't like this one bit. You and Daddy should be on the same team.
Sorry, Trucy. Wow, she's really mad.
Don't tread on me.
I'm sorry too, little lady. This is all my fault.
I'm just worried things will never be the same between Daddy and Apollo.
They'll get over it in like 5 minutes after the trial. Be like, good game, good game.
They go through with it. If they go through with it.
Is that all? Well, I wouldn't worry about that. That's the way it is with us men. We may fight, but we don't burn bridges. Unlike you women.
Really?
Really, Dad?
Really, Apollo's got your dad?
Never mind, I'm no longer mad at you, I'm just mad at him.
Sure, 1 minute we're trading blows, and the next we're charging our crystals together.
I mean, this is a
Having
true
drinks
statement, but
together.
this has nothing to do with the fact that men don't burn bridges. They do. It's just that sometimes this also happens.
We're simple creatures at heart. Ha ha ha.
Speak the fuck for yourself, Dirk.
I sure hope you're right about, you know, Apollo and Phoenix at least. Sorry I'm late, Apollo.
That's a face. Hey, Athena, there you are. What happened with you and Mr. Wright yesterday?
Oh, about that. I ended up going to the wrong airport. I was waiting there thinking his flight was really late, and before I knew it, I dozed off.
Now, one thing that's really funny that I'm just now noticing, I think Trucy has bigger muscles than Athena.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure.
By the time I woke up, it was already dark.
I figured something like that had happened. I'm glad that you're a character again, Athena.
There's gotta be a mood matrix, maybe, so...
Being
Gotta
late
be
and dozing
here.
off are two things you do best.
Ugh, guilty as charged.
So then I take it you have no idea what today's case is about.
That's a running theme with me, not a clue, sorry. What is today's case about, if I might ask?
Who died?
Another locked room mystery? A suspect with a flimsy alibi? Ooh, or a dying message?
Yeah, sorry, strike through, you're out. It's a civil case. What the fuck?
A civil case?
Holy shit, you really are desperate for money. You act like I'm speaking Swahili here.
It's just the Wright Anything Agency specializes in criminal law, or so I thought. In civil cases, there are no prosecutors, right? Instead, both parties retain an attorney.
Okay, I guess that's how that works. I guess I'm stupid. Right, the other attorney is someone you know very well.
Really? Who?
That's a surprised face.
The trial begins shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom at once.
Okay, let's do this.
I am the
wait.
law.
Who's the other attorney? And where's Mr. Wright?
You're never gonna believe this, Athena.
I'm sure he's not the other attorney. Now let me just eat some cereal.
The time to explain. Let's go.
You
Fucking
you like
dickhead.
realize? Wait, what happened?
Just Apollo being like, no time. Just saying it's Mr. Wright and then walk into the fucking courtroom.
Gotcha. Okay. Bless you, Allie. Okay, right behind you.
What is happening?
Yeah, I'm laughing at you. Yeah, you made a noise I didn't expect. One thing I've noticed is that when Allie's had a bit of an exhausting day, she's more of a noise gremlin.
That's okay.
It's cute. She no longer has a filter, she said.
May 17th. Alright, how quickly does Athena go, like, I'll re-say. How quickly does Athena go, oh my gosh, it's Nick! It's Phoenix!
I think I'll be the judge because you're both of the main attorneys.
You could just take Nick.
Oh yeah, I guess I could do that.
Court's now in session. Oh,
Oh no!
this is some sort of practice session, right?
A mock trial, perhaps? No, it's not, Your Honor.
It's the real deal, Your Honor. I don't know if I can do a Phoenix voice. I don't know.
I think Phoenix's voice is just your voice. Always.
Really?
Because he's like the main character, so he gets main character
Yes,
voice.
so.
Or you could try, like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Not
I'm
quite
just gonna do
Gunter.
different. I'm just gonna
Cedric
do some.
voice.
I'm just gonna do something different every line until one sticks.
Sure.
So then, you two have had a falling out. I won't have you using my courtroom for that, you know.
It's nothing like that, Your Honor.
Exactly. It just so happens that we have different clients in this case.
I see. Well, here's to hoping this has no adverse effects on your working relationship.
You could say that again. I had no idea we'd be going up against the boss today. Ugh. You sure this is a good idea, Apollo?
Athena, it's Phoenix, right?
Yeah, that guy who's like won like every case that he's done.
No,
That
he
guy.
lost a couple. Also, so have I!
What?
I've also
Yeah.
won all my cases. As
Yeah,
have
but-
you.
Yeah, but like. But you're Apollo.
Yeah, it'll be just fine. We're gonna bullshit around for 2.5 hours, and then suddenly something stupid's gonna happen. You think we're gonna get somewhere conclusive with this? No.
Apollo, I'm gonna mood matrix you right now.
What? You wanna switch sides or something?
Honestly, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now.
Well, at least she is here. I'm really gonna need her help.
Mr. Justice,
Yeah?
don't expect me to pull any punches just because you're the opposing lawyer. As I said, the kid gloves are off. And come what may, they'll stay off.
This is, like, unnecessarily dramatic. They could just, like, instead of doing this, they could be like, you know, this is, like, a great chance to test your skills.
Listen,
Let's go
they
at
all-
this. No, like, harm meant. We'll just defend our clients.
Listen, they all watch Steel Samurai. They want to make it cool.
I guess. Same here, Mr. Wright. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Why does Nick not get anyone to help him?
Because Trucy's not taking sides, and I guess Maya's still in, green.
Yeesh, you guys are... That's not
Yeesh,
nice.
you guys are really chomping at the bit, aren't you?
They're really taking the bit.
I don't mind a good fight between co-workers. Just keep this civil case civil.
What did you say?
He said he doesn't mind a fight between coworkers.
No, I was trying to be Athena, being like, what?
Oh.
Now then, if the plaintiffs would take the stand, we may begin.
Right, left, halt!
How the hell did you get this through the fucking hallways?
He's guilty. He did it. Look at him. Holy shit, he's super
Pronounced
fucking guilty.
Alan Keen. Noble judge, members of the gallery, good day to you. I am Paul Addison.
Oh my god, the
You
joke of his
can-
name is he's a politician. Guilty. Get rid of him. I don't want him.
What do you mean guilty? We're trying to figure out who the orb is. This is but the start of my epic campaign. Oh, wait a second. This is my D&D script. And you all have the honor of witnessing.
Oh my god, he's a D&D campaign GM. Get rid of him. Dungeon Master, more like Dork Master. Get him out of here.
I believe the youth of this country are our very future. Too long have they been looked down on and given the cold shoulder by rotten adults. So to them I say, ask not what you can do for your country, ask what you can
Shut
do
the fuck
for
up.
me.
Mr. Addison, what's this crazy contraption you're riding?
It's called a palanquin. Have you ever watched Steven Universe? It's my custom-made election-winning campaign mobile. Beautiful, isn't it?
He's running rickshaw. Get him out of here. You're a witness stand, not a campaign podium. So come out of there this instant.
Puh.
Thanks for the plaque, just in case we forgot. Alright, now with the plaintiff's attorney, Mr. Wright. Please explain the complaint filed against the defendant. Over there, Nick is just like, oh my god, I forgot how much of a fucking loser he is. Oh.
Mr. Addison's complaint against the defendant is simple. The defendant, one Dirk Sadmati, oh my god, that guy's a criminal, stole my client's family heirloom, the crystal of Amy Faye. Mr. Addison merely seeks its return. This wouldn't have happened if that archaeologist hadn't kicked the bucket.
I see. Well, Mr. Justice, let's have your opening statement, if you would.
The defense asserts the item and questions the Founder's Orb, a sacred relic from Kurain.
Huh. Go on.
It seems someone asked an archaeologist, Dr. Archie Buff, to study the orb. Archie Buff, I guess. Dr. Buff determined that it was a Kuranese national treasure known as the Founder's Orb. The very orb that was stolen from a treasure room in Kurain several weeks ago.
Well, yes, I saw a news report about that, somehow. They get a lot of their local shit here. The theft of the Kuranese national treasure caused quite an uproar in the kingdom.
Well, we believe that it was not, in fact, a theft in the traditional sense, but rather that it was spirited out of Kurain by someone for Dr. Buff to study.
You don't say. And?
Around that time, an acquaintance of the defendant learned of Dr. Buff. He made contact with the doctor, agreed to hand him the orb. Apparently, the doctor wanted nothing to do with it once he had learned it had been stolen. Phoenix over there is just like, oh my god, he's saying like 18 times the stuff I said. What the fuck? Why does he know all this? This is bullshit.
It seems you even have a transfer agreement between both parties.
Why the fuck is my lawyer beneath me so much better than I am?
I feel like Phoenix is just like, well, this is usual for me. Like, the person across from me knows a lot, and I know fucking nothing.
I guess, well, Paulo is like, well, the person across from me knows a lot, and I know very little, so what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
Mr. Sadmati also agreed to return the Founder's Orb to the Kingdom of Kurain, once the doctor verified it was the real thing.
I see. So this dispute centers on whether the item in question is the Founder's Orb or the crystal of Amy Faye. That, in turn, will determine the object's rightful owner.
I'd better bring my A game. Going up against Mr. Wright won't be a walk in the park.
Huh. Come to think of it, the name Dirk Sadmati sounds awfully familiar. But I can't recall where I've heard it.
No, it's probably just your imagination, Your Honor. He's just a tourist, after all.
Huh. Well, my imagination, you say.
Are you sure about this, Apollo? He's a wanted criminal in Kurain, isn't he?
What?
In the Kurain, yes. Here he's just a tourist.
Very well. Let's begin the proceedings. Bailiff, would you please bring the first witness?
Is
Oh,
it
this
going
was
to
the
be
camera pose I was talking about.
leg? Why?
I thought they did this earlier.
Legs. Hi, Emma's legs.
Like, just, no, you heard that. You heard that shit. Okay. That's how it's spelled. It's not pronounced that way though.
That's just a very funny line in response to what I was saying.
Oh. Show some manners. We're in court. Yeah.
I know, it's just... This is a civil trial, so I was kind of surprised to see a detective take the stand.
Oh, that's me. I had her do some digging on Dr. Buff.
What for?
You disappoint me, Apollo. First, you know I'm not just a detective. I'm a forensic scientist. Do try to remember that. Also, have you never noticed my legs before? Second, you owe Mr. Wright an apology. After all he's done for you, you have some nerve.
First, I'm sorry, and second, I'm really just trying to do my job.
You'll never get anywhere with that attitude. Take some advice from someone who's been there.
Why do I feel like I'm on trial here? Shut up! Detective Sky, your testimony, if you please. The doctor's dark secret.
The police have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time. And just today, a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study. Remember the references? Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that were stolen from the Fae clan. It seems the Doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. As for the relic at the center of this dispute, he likely stole it from the Addishan residence.
Neat. The Doctor is a thief? Why am I just hearing about this now?
Well, cat burglar isn't something he put on his resume. He was more careful than that. But the fact is, he was a classic treasure hunter. A treasure hunter, huh? Like people who have thrilling adventures in exotic places, risking life and limb for glory?
I really doubt Dr. Buff was the star of his own hit TV movie series, Athena.
Out of respect for the dead, I will say that Dr. Buff wasn't doing it to get rich. Apparently, he only wanted to borrow artifacts to study them. He would then return them as soon as his research was finished. According to the Doctor's child, he would even repair or restore some of the artifacts he stole before returning them, like that urn. He believed he was honoring the dead by discovering their history through artifacts. But whatever lofty ideals he held, it makes no difference. Larceny is larceny.
Yes, it certainly sounds no different from a regular thief to me. So, let's say for a moment that the Doctor really did moonlight in stealing artifacts. Might he not have stolen the Founder's Orb in Kurian and brought it back here himself?
Nope. There's no record of him traveling overseas over the past few years. Plus, he couldn't very well leave his reclusive child at home all alone.
Then this really must be the Crystal of Ami Fae.
Yes. He stole it from the Addishan residence, probably so he could study it.
Shit. This is the left hook I did not read.
I bet you never saw that coming, Apollo.
Boy, I guess everyone's just up my dick today. What? Yeah. When Mr. Wright said the kid gloves are off, he wasn't kidding.
Alright, case closed.
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with the cross-examination. Trust me, if Phoenix Wright said something, it's probably full of bullshit.
Objection!
How exactly did Dr. Buff cause and arouse the suspicion of the police, anyway?
Chalk it up to good old-fashioned sleuthing. After investigating countless artifact thefts over the past few years, the police finally zeroed in on him, and the Doctor became their prime suspect. A number of those artifact thefts occurred in Kurian Village, too, if I might add. And they started right around the time the Doctor moved there.
But he was never arrested. I take it there was nothing concrete linking him to the crime?
That's concrete, baby. No, which is why we were never able to get a search warrant in the first place. It's hard to arrest artifact thieves unless you catch them red-handed. Remember Ron Delight? Still, the police had him under constant surveillance.
Are you sure these allegedly stolen artifacts are the real deal?
They're not fakes, that's for sure. Take the urn, for example. Apparently, it's an extremely intricate work of art. Its design, cracks, and other features would be impossible to replicate perfectly.
Considering it's been destroyed about 3 or 4 times.
Actually, I've had a few run-ins with that urn myself. So I was shocked to see it there in the doctor's study. I can say without a doubt that that urn was stolen from the Fae clan.
I see. Detective Sky, please continue with your testimony if you would. Were there any other stolen artifacts found beside those belongings to the face?
Yes. For instance... Remember the large relief on the wall?
I guess that's why they're all references, because he just stole a bunch of shit.
Mm-hmm. It was chiseled out of some ancient ruins in the Kingdom of Kurain several years ago.
Chiseled out. Didn't that damage it?
Well, he did restore the parts that were so faded you could barely see them anymore. It seems he intended to return it someday, so one could say his intentions were good. But good intentions are no get-out-of-jail-free card. That's a fact. If I might add, with respect for the deceased, the quality of the restoration was apparently exceptional. It seems the doctor invested a lot of money in hiring an extremely talented specialist. He sounds like a good man who took a wrong turn somewhere.
I guess Sarge takes after him in that way.
Any further questions? If not...
Had these alleged thefts been going on for some time?
At least 5 years, as far as we can tell. All the recent thefts have been local, but before moving to Kurain Village, he had been stealing from ruins around the world.
Dr. Buff was an international criminal.
This data lends itself to but one conclusion. Dr. Buff was a thief.
You claim he stole a family heirloom from the Addison residence, but claiming something doesn't make it true.
Unfortunately, it is true.
How can you be so sure?
A police report was filed concerning the theft, 1 year ago, in fact.
What? A whole year ago?
August 25th of last year, to be exact. The report states, and I quote, "The crystal of Amy Faye was discovered to be missing from the Addison storehouse at 10 a.m. The storehouse lock had been picked." Signed, Paul Addison Wimperson.
Wimperson? That's unfortunate. He has not been saying that last name. Well, a year-old report certainly lends the plaintiff's claim some credence. The doctor really could have stolen the crystal of Amy Faye.
Not only that, Your Honor, but the Founder's Orb was only found to be missing several weeks ago. That's nearly a year after the crystal's theft was reported. Therefore, I believe we must consider the orb and the crystal to be two separate items. Paul Addison Wimperson? Not the most awe-inspiring tail end, is it? I see why you cut it.
Not that he inspires confidence without it. Still, I'd probably do the same in his shoes.
Police report was filed about the crystal's theft a year ago.
But the theft of the Founder's Orb was only reported a few weeks ago. So the crystal's police report was filed away... before the orb was found missing. That suggests...
You said the wrong thing, and then you corrected yourself, and then you said the same thing.
The crystal's police report was filed away before... was filed way before the... Okay, the orb was found missing.
I wouldn't make you correct yourself. It was just funny because you were like, hold on, that's wrong. Let me go back, and then said the same thing.
Because when I reset it, it sounded better in my head.
That suggests the stolen relic is the crystal of Ami Faye, as Mr. Addison Wimperson asserts.
Huh.
Oh wait, that's Apollo's line. Whoops.
Oh, well, okay, then I guess I'll read Athena's line to be fair.
Sure.
I doubt the police report's a fake.
After all, Emma is the one who submitted it as evidence.
Still, I feel like something we learned in that police report's important somehow. Well, I did get something. I got his lame name. Crystal Volume Hay was discovered to be missing in the Addison storehouse at 10 a.m. The storehouse lock has been picked.
This is actually kind of a hard one, I think. I would recommend looking through evidence rather than looking through statements here.
Yeah.
Let me know if you want any kind of hint or help.
I've got it. I have no idea.
So what did we learn from the police report evidence?
So from the police report, we learned what his full loser name is.
Mm-hmm.
We also learned that it had been picked at 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm. So do we have any evidence that relates to either a person's name or a storehouse lot? It looks like we don't have anything related to the Addison residence.
Yeah.
And we don't really have anything related to a timeline on, like, that year out thing. So, what we learned from the evidence is that he's got a stupid name.
Yeah.
Where might you see somebody's name?
In the email. Did I see Wimperson somewhere in here? I'm just blinded it. There's Paw 711.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Addison Whipperson. Ah, there you go. Okay. So
And then as
where
far
do I
as the
present
statement, I mean, which of these statements would you want to be the one that is overturned?
that? Probably that last one.
Mm-hmm.
He literally called the doctor, or emailed the doctor. So that's a little weird.
Objection!
The doctor stole the relic from the plaintiff? Are you sure? Because that statement doesn't agree with a certain piece of evidence.
What do you mean?
Take a look at this.
What about it?
This contains an email from the doctor's computer.
Email? And that little piece of plastic? I'm afraid I don't understand.
Oh, sir, we've had email for like 15 years. You're a judge. You need to keep up with this shit, my guy.
Oh!
The stick here stores all sorts of computer data.
What's a computer?
Here, just look at this. Apparently, the doctor was reporting his research findings to a certain individual. Now take a look at this. It's the police report Detective Sky presented to the court. You can see the plaintiff's legal name written on it. Paul Addison Whimperson.
I can see why I dropped the Whimperson from his name, but that's hardly breaking news.
Look closer, Your Honor. Is it that he likes to whimper?
His initials!
Right. The plaintiff's full legal name is Paul Addison Whimperson. Now consider this. The email's recipient's address starts with 3 letters.
P-A-W? Ah! Don't tell me.
Oh, but I will anyway. The individual who hired the doctor to study the disputed item is none other than Paul Addison Whimperson.
Wait, then that means...
Exactly. He wouldn't have asked a man who stole his family heirloom to study it. Therefore, how could this possibly be the crystal of Ami Faye?
Ah!
Easy. I didn't need any help. Thanks, Emily.
We never checked the doctor's emails. Some shitty police we are. We couldn't even figure out the password to his computer.
The plaintiff willingly left the orb in the doctor's care so he could study it, at the behest of his benefactor.
Wait. Then what about the police report? I have all the details of the theft right here.
It's probably for another relic, the real crystal of Ami Faye. He's just using the report as a way to claim that our orb is actually his stolen crystal.
Objection!
And how are you so certain that PAW refers to my client's initials? Maybe the email's recipient was a dog lover.
Oh my god, it feels very different being on the receiving end of your stupid bullshit. Perhaps, so let's get to know a client a little bit better, shall we? Mr. Paul Addison Whimperson.
I suppose shutting down detractors is all part of a politician's job?
Answer me this, Mr. Paul Addison Whimperson. What is your shoe size? Your birthday. Because it's 7-Eleven. What is your birthday?
My birthday? It's July 11th, but what's it to you? Oh, I see. You can address birthday gifts to my office. But full disclosure,
This
I
guy's
only
a
accept
fucking
gifts
idiot.
valued at $1,000 or more.
You sure you want to keep doing this, Phoenix?
Wow, he's really stupid.
Why has everyone gone silent?
How can anyone be that self-centered? Oh, right. Politicians. All those dirty, disgusting, filthy politicians. Did everyone else hear that? He said July 11th. Or rather, 7-Eleven matches the number on this email address. Both the name and the birthday are a match. I hardly think that's a coincidence.
Objection! What if they're a dog lover who really likes convenience stores? Shut up, Phoenix.
Monokuma, was that you? Wait. Why, you sneaky little...
Looks like someone's finally decided to join the conversation. Would the plaintiff care to explain?
I would like to say that is quite...
Quite what?
Let me finish my fucking sentence! Quite a thing you've said.
Thank you. Any other thoughts?
No further comments. I stand by my previous statement.
This court finds the defendant.
I am very intelligent.
You can't just walk away. Even politicians have to explain themselves in a court of law.
Not really, actually. I'm afraid I simply don't know how it happened.
We will find out if they actually have to. Hint, hint, wink, wink, current stuff that's happening in the world right now.
Yeah, that's right. I can't possibly explain matters outside of my purview.
If nothing else comes from it, at least we have the really funny picture of his police, whatever the hell it's called.
Mugshot.
He has a mugshot.
Perhaps it was a mistake on the part of my secretary.
Oh, no, you don't, you slippery eel. Mr. Wright, would you care to respond? He's just, like, frying over there in the corner.
Like, where's Maya? Where's Maya? Help! Channel Mia, please!
I won't argue.
I won't argue your assertion. My client lent the treasure in question to the doctor and asked him to study it. It seems that much is a fact.
Nah, we're getting somewhere.
However, it has no bearing on the issue of ownership.
How so?
Mr. Addison, I fully understand your position here. You had to hide the fact that you sent the crystal out to be studied. Your family would have been very upset if they had found out. It's a family heirloom, after all.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Mr. Wright is, well, right, of course. Did you get it this time? But then he always is. That's why he's my lawyer. The crystal is a precious Addison family heirloom and has been for centuries. The Dr. Buff was so eager to study its proud heritage, I just couldn't say no. How many results do you think you would get if you put his name into, like, Rule 34?
Addison?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Objection!
Something my grandfather.
But in order to win the backing of your so-called benefactor, you were going to give what you claim to be called the crystal of Amifetus. You're going to give a precious family heirloom away just like that.
I was going to explain everything to grandfather later, honest. My client's grandfather is very proud of his grandson for following in his footsteps. This is relevant. Did you look it up?
Nothing.
What? Really? No one wants to fuck that guy? Dude,
Let's try this.
People want to... Do you know what kind of fucking characters get porn? That guy has none? He's just like a guy. Huh?
Am I spelling his name wrong? How do you spell his last name?
Atishon.
No. There's nothing on...
No one.
34.
Really?
Nobody. I think if it did exist, what it would be is probably Neotari. I have to assume it's just him fucking someone because he's like a slimy little shitball. So it's just like, it's basically rage bait is what his porn would be.
But I mean, there's so much porn of Sans Undertale.
Of course.
No one wants
that
to
game
fuck
is super...
this human man?
Okay, Sans Undertale, by comparison to how important he is to, like, the canon of Undertale, is like, kaboom! Meanwhile, this fucking little shithead loser, part of this case, he's, like, so unimportant.
I guarantee you, if you look up the name of any monster in Undertale, at least 10.
Yeah, of course. It's also Undertale, and that exploded.
More people want to fuck, like, Washua than this human man.
Yeah, the reason for that is that, like, the Undertale characters are all, like, wacky, charming, personal, and, like, people just, like, fell in love with this game. Meanwhile, everyone likes Ace Attorney. Like, it's a fine game, but it doesn't really inspire the same kind of, like, person, I guess. It's a little bit more cleaned up, gaussied up. It's not like Undertale, where you have someone jumping out of the fucking window, and it's like, I need to go! And then you go and, like, make spaghetti with the spirit of water. Like, you don't really do that in this game. So, as a result, it's a little bit, like, better.
But I feel like any other... I feel like every other Ace Attorney character has to have at least one, right?
Not literally every other Ace Attorney character. There are ones
so.
that don't. But, like, obviously the main ones are going to have something. Your Emma Sky's out there. Like, I mean,
I feel
definitely.
Like, I feel like... do you remember that creep from 1-2? The, like, creepy guy? His name's, like, Salmonella? That guy probably has, like, a bunch of porn.
Well, that's also because that is the first Ace Attorney game, so that probably has more. And, like, he's more of a detestable shitbag. Meanwhile, this is, like, the 6th game in the series on the 3DS, and it's, like, this loser that you have to get through, like, 4 trials plus to see. Like, let's see,
it's like a 7-year-old game.
How do you spell Salmonella's name? Oh, there it is. He has 4. I'm assuming they all involve, what's her name? Mia. Right?
No, I would have met Mia. Mia wasn't there. She was dead.
Well, yeah, they'd all involved. Yeah, here we go. That's exactly what I expected.
What? Why is he fucking Mia? They never met.
Didn't he? Oh, this guy. Oh, no. Yeah, no. Alright, there's one with Maya. There's one with, the girl from the amusement park. Or the TV show shit. There's one with Nick Powers,
gross.
And there's another one with Nick Powers.
Sorry that in this quest to see porn of the politician guy, I had you see, child pornography.
Aged up.
Okay, that's...
Aged up.
Alright, anyways,
Conclusion. My client's grandfather is very proud of...
I did already read the line.
Yeah.
And if refusing him would have meant dashing the dreams of his darling grandson who nobody wants to fuck, I doubt the kindly old man could have said no.
Yes. Well, grandchildren are meant to be spoiled. Except for that one who was looking up Rule 34 of Salmonella. He deserves the rod.
Do you think, how many people do you think have, like, done that search and been like, oh man, only 4?
At least one.
And his name is Ross.
That's me. Where's my more Nick Power stuff? That's what grandfathers are for. Your Honor, please. I mean, it's been in the family for centuries.
My grandfather thinks highly of my talents as a politician. That's why he entrusted me with this very important name placard today. I love that face.
Abe Addison.
So I'm sure he would have been okay with me using the crystal as I saw fit.
This guy should have something on R34.
That's what I'm saying! He should be making this face as he comes earlier than he meant to or something. Right? I'm right! If Allie was in the room, I would be toast. It's over for me. Did I destroy your brain?
I think that was some critical psychic damage. Roll double dice. Grandpa's spoiled little brat. Coming too early.
That's the name of the post. Yeah. Oh god. I think the judge is buying it, Apollo.
Yeah, I'm buying the farm. No surprise there. He's always going on about his own grandchild after all.
Excuse me, what the fuck are you all talking about?
Can I leave?
Can I leave now, Mr.? I believe my work here is done.
So this is what happens when you two hash it out. Holy shit.
God, Emma is so fucking pretty, by the way.
Yeah, she is.
By all means, Detective Sky, thank you for your assistance.
Let's make more R34 of her and not fucking salmonella.
You're welcome. It's nice to testify at a civil trial once in a while. See you around.
I'm gonna go vomit in the nearest toilet receptacle.
Have you seen the...
I'm literally contracting salmonella.
Have you seen the Ace Attorney movie where when they present evidence, they have like this giant screen?
Yes.
Like, that's what they put the salmonella search on.
Why is it being presented now? Just like, the trial's so stupid that the judge is like, I wonder if there's any porn of salmonella.
And then
What the hell are you
Apollo's like,
talking about, sir?
And then Apollo's like, didn't you not know what a computer was? Like,
How do you fucking remember
5
that guy?
minutes ago?
He existed in a trial 10 years ago. He's kind of like my Nam flashback. Mr. Addison Whipperson apparently lent his family heirloom to Dr. Buff. Mr. Justice, how would the defense like to proceed? Oh, alright, now what?
Apollo, let's hear what they know about this so-called crystal of Ami Faye. Maybe we can find some inconsistencies in their statement.
Can we call Pearly to the stand? I think that would be like a nice change of pace.
I
Right.
would.
Okay then, Mr. Wright, if the item in question really is an Addison family heirloom, then let's hear all your client knows about it.
Of course, Mr. Addison Wimperson. Please tell the defense everything you know about the crystal's origin. Alright, now then, listen and learn. This is the tale of the crystal of Ami Faye, and the illustrious history of the Addison clan. Are you ready? Our story begins back in the old country when the Addison family reigned supreme.
He has a very pretty hair ornament.
Yeah.
I thought
My
it was like
aunt-
the door knocker for a bit.
My ancestor was praised as a benevolent ruler. He protected the spirit mediums, a minority back then, from the rest of the local. Some discriminated against them, you see, while others tried to abuse their power. As thanks, Ami Faye gave the crystal she had specially made as a gift to him. I am a descendant of that great lord. As such, my political power and influence is backed by centuries of his... Sorry, I thought about this thing again.
Well, that defaults to a great load of self-aggregazing propaganda fast. Aggrandizing. There you go, Ross.
As you can see, the crystal of Ami Faye is an heirloom of the esteemed House of Addison.
And you have proof that it has always been with the Addison family?
I have someone who gave a statement to that effect. My client's neighbor, one Ives Shinto.
I've seen it. Mr. I've seen the thing that we
Frank
were talking
saw
about.
it. Age 85 gave the following statement. Back in my day, this payload would have been delivered already. The Addisons
He
showed
was
me the
85,
crystal
wasn't
back
he?
when I was but
Actually,
a
was he
lad.
78? Or was he 73?
I think it's like 60-something.
Old
I don't know.
fuck. Can we really trust the memory of an old man?
Mr. Justice, would you care to explain that statement to the judge?
Oh, I didn't. What I'm trying to say is, never underestimate the memory of your elders.
After all, I remembered salmonella.
I may forget my verdicts the next day, but my memories of my past are clear as day. Therefore, I find Mr. Ives Shineto's statement to be perfectly credible.
Wow, did you see how Mr. Wright got the judge on his side? That's definitely a trick I want up my sleeve.
When the hell does he... Why doesn't he ever use this? You're not helping, Athena. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Justice. Also, the judge literally just, like, admitted to being senile.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, we can maybe... Well, it might be better because the thing is we might have time like to like press some things, but it might just be better to stop because we probably don't have time to like actually do the examination.
Probably a good time to stop, because I'll remember, hey, we stopped right at the beginning of it, instead of
Yeah,
like,
you won't have to.
I
Yeah.
pressed half the lines. Oh, which ones didn't I press? Oop.
Yeah.
But that was a very productive session, filled with a middle section that we're not going to ever talk about again.
Maybe you're not.
Allie, I need to tell you something before we go to bed today.
But you know, we got through like about a third. No, not about a third. If we did this cross-examination, it would be about a third of the trial. Going by the headers of the thing. It's only a day. It's only one trial.
Nice. So we'll
So
probably
basically-
finish up the trial next time.
Probably. So the thing with this chapter, the reason why chapter 5 is so long, you basically have investigation day 1, trial day 1, and then that wraps up this whole situation. Spoilers. And
Yeah.
then after that, you have what would basically be chapter 6, which is 3 parts of investigation followed by 3 parts of trials. And
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
So this means that when we finish this up, we're a fourth of the way there.
Yeah, that's right.
Good lord. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So it's probably like this, and then there's like a major murder trial, and that causes maybe like 2 even. Who knows?
I think that mostly for the stuff after this trial, this is like one of my favorite chapters. It doesn't beat 2.4 or 3.5, but well, no, I don't think it does. I mean, it's really fucking good. It is a contender. I think it's top 3.
Yeah.
We'll find out eventually.
Next time on Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
Yeah.